sucky when you record a really great intro and then basically your microphone goes and the sound is terrible. That's what I just experienced. And it was a really great intro. It was wonderful things were being said. So I'll try to do the Cliff Notes version of what I said because I don't have another 5 minutes to chat. Basically, this has been catch-up week, and this coming week is catch-up week, where I've just been on a recording splurge, recording pretty much my reactions to anime and to live-action shows. I've caught up on Decadence, caught up on Assassination Classroom, gotten a little ahead on that one. I'm working my way through Swamp Thing, got the first episode recorded, on to episode 2, maybe tonight, depending on how my computer acts. And of course, now we're playing catch up on Your Lie. Last week, obviously, was because I was trying to catch up on chemistry work. I had an exam coming up on this last Wednesday. And then my Wi-Fi went, like on Sunday night. So, was able to go to places with Wi-Fi and do studying and do homework that way. But obviously, I can't record reactions that way. And so right now I'm recording my reaction splurge because I can do that at home, and then later on I can record the episodes, so that way I can edit them later on. I've already done that for Decadence and Assassination Classroom actually, so I'm just going on recording splurge. And then of course I have one more episode, like I said before, of Swamp Thing to react to, and then 2 episodes of Wonder Woman, and then I'll be caught up in terms of recording, and then of course it's the editing fest. Anime is kind of easiest, it just takes a while to upload. So live action shows are going to be like, great. Anyway, I am very excited for this episode. Last episode, we learned a lot. We kind of definitely confirmed the young blonde girl is the little sister of the blonde pianist. We've learned kind of why she wants to know Kosei. We've kind of learned a bit more about Kiori and some of her emotions that she's been going through. And of course, just as Kosei has finally said goodbye to his mom, his world's finally blown up. He's seeing beyond himself and connecting with people. Because it's very clear that the only friends he really has were the ones he had before his mom died, when he knew he was very, very little. He hasn't really made new friends since then. But through his interactions with other people, and with Kiori, she's reintroduced him to some old friends, to the friend/student/caretaker of his mom, and to other people. He's kind of learned to remember his mom for all the good things she's done for him, and also how terrible she was, how she let the sickness really affect how she treated him, and just a lot of things like that. And we got a brief glance at his dad, but just really his feet and hands of the past few episodes. But now, of course, we have the Sword of Damocles that is probably going to be Kiori's death at the end of this series, which is so not fun. I'm not looking forward to that, even though I know it's coming. But it is a very well-written series. Even though you kind of know some things are coming at the end, it doesn't mean you can't still be surprised in how they do it, or lessons that are learned. And so it's been really fun to watch Kosei grow. He's really finally broken out of the shell that he's put himself in since his mom's death, and it's been really beautiful to watch. Now, don't forget, on YouTube, it's edited version. There's a countdown timer if you want to follow along with whatever version that you're watching. I watched via Crunchyroll, Your Lie in April, but I had to record it via another website. It's a really popular one. I'm sure many of you already know it who don't watch via Funimation or Crunchyroll or Hulu or whatever. And then, just go from there. So without further ado, let's dive right in. Oh, I forgot she ended that. That was terrible. What a terrible thing to say. Ask. That's a terrible thing to kid about. See, don't cut it off there. This has been such a sad half of the season. I mean, we are getting closer to something very, very serious. So I can see why it would be. I mean, the first half was so fun and exciting and light and bubbly, and it was all about Kosei really coming out of just his bubble and kind of going to grow. And again, we got this really sweet and fun intros, but man, this is sad. Got the sunflowers. Reference to him playing with his sister, and then there's a little sister there. And it's funny, I was rewatching a two-set Violin video, and it was about Violin playing an anime. Some of it's really terrible. You're just like, I forgot that. But they, of course, this one's really, really cool. And there was another one they thought that was like, that the animation style, I can't remember what it's called. But it was a guy playing, it was like 3D, it was really beautiful. It was cool. But I am intrigued by the use of the bubbles and the spring. There's something beautiful about bubbles and spring, but also very temporary. What the heck did she tell him? Oh, bro. Pottery, where'd you come from? He visited her last night and that was rough. Saying such a thing? What's I say? Oh. Oh my gosh, she did. I was so confused by that. I was like, I was trying to figure out. I was just like, what is she referencing to? But I was like, oh, she overheard. She chose a school. No, she's being honest with herself and her friend. Well, she's working through stuff. Oh. Oh, I see what she's eating. It's very cute. I maybe she's always had them. She just kind of kept them a little buried. Oh man, she smacked him with the with the slipper. What does she tell him? He's really rattled, poor guy. I like how like sometimes it's so beautifully designed and styled, and sometimes like the animation simplifies to like a puppet face or something like that. She's very fishy. Those are the bubbles. Not if he was terrible. Mm. I think she has a little crush on him. Oh, some flashbacks. Leaving her behind. And now he's kind of angry and frustrated because, you know, Kosei's changed. He's not the same. He's not that, Hero, that robot, anymore. Hmm. Ooh, interesting how that kind of, in some ways. Hmm. I I do like how I was thinking about this earlier. I do like how they cut out his glasses. Um. Oh, I just lost my train of thought. Hmm. Hmm. It depends on the woman. She's an odd little duck. I like her though. Oh, I can't believe they're watching them. That's so funny. Can never interpret. Somebody's playing it? Is that somebody playing that song? Gosh, poor guy. Hmm. Oh, good old watery scene. Interesting how I know it's like a reflection of the sunlight, but I like how we just can't see his eyes. Oh, she told him the truth. She's a little washed out there, hair kind of stringy. Hmm. Oh, it's nice to see Watery this kind of sweet. Hmm, it's true, it's true. It's cool. It's true. She's learned to kind of lean on him, though. It's interesting. Hmm. Oh, Kosei. It's cute. I like that. Hmm. Oh yeah, from her family. Hmm. Oh, this is very stilted conversation. They're so. Oh gosh. Oh, their little hearts. They're so sad. I do love moments like that with Watery when he is like less of a lech and kind of a sweet boy that he is underneath. That's very hard to do. Hmm. Oh, she's being honest. She's trying to say it for his benefit more than hers. Just to kind of drag him around there for a bit. Just his first love. Oh my gosh, he's eating them. Wow, at least they're talking. That was insane there. Yeah, she did. This is one of those episodes that kind of drag on in some moments, but probably zoom by for me. But we're not halfway yet, that's for sure. Hmm. Oh, look at the colors! Look at the lights around him. That's so cool. Oh, he just had an epiphany moment, and we don't even get to see it yet. Why are her eyes different colors? That was like that. He used her rival again. Hey, it's a very good question. Well, those are her friends. That's very cute. And I guess she has two like guys who like her. Okay. Oh, I like how they're really pushing their energies together. I like this. I like how she's humming it. That's cool. I like how her sweater is pink, but there's little skulls across it. Again, where are the dads in these things? She has a... Oh, Tchaikovsky's fun. It's like some moments she's like this gifted, talented student who's so intense, and some moments she's still just a little girl. Mm. Oh, I think as a teacher. It's a lot of pressure. And oh, she's succumbing to the stress. Poor thing. I like these big ball tears. I love those. It's dramatic, but very nice. Nice. I like that. Make this piece my own. Nice. I like it. She looks like she has her own faceless creature she's dealing with, contending with. Very a little different than Kosei, but poor thing. Yeah, sometimes the stress is really just getting up to the performance, and so once you're in the performance and afterwards, it's like, oh, it's moments like that. She's still such a little girl, and it's so cute and sweet and sad. Oh, she threw up. Well, then don't. This is a little different though. This isn't his neuroses. This is her just being stressed, and she should be. She's so young. I like how you kind of can't hear her voice. It's really cool. Gosh, I hate the smell of a toilet when you're about to be sick. It's just like, that makes you sick too. To be in a profession where you're always terrified to perform and nervous, and it's your livelihood, that's a bit of a masochistic kind of way to live, isn't it? But there's that excitement. There's that joy. There's that frustration. When it all comes together in a performance, the performance goes well. It's just, that's the best. That one. When the moment when your performance and you hear the audience react, or you hear them engage with you, or afterwards they come up to you and they say they like your voice or they like your playing, or you know, it probably is. I wouldn't know, but I like that. And moments like this help us breathe. She stressed herself out, man. Yes, I can see that for sure. She's definitely not. I love that. And I love how they're all there, and he's still sad, little fluffy boy, but at least he's there. Oh, look at that little grin. Oh man. It's moments like that I really love Watery. I know they're a couple years younger than you, but it's a bit much. It's too much. The man's gotta calm down. He's almost in high school. Oh, that's cute! I love that! Oh, so she must be from a different middle school. Okay, like their middle school. Obviously, they're meant to be kind of funny, but I don't know if they were meant to fall over. That's not Nug. Oh, yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess they're all elementary schools. She looks so pretty. Honey, breathe. No, I think he's stressed. He's an introvert, so everything kind of happens within his head. Art violinist. Oh. What is with him and intense blondes? I like how she's getting to connect with him, like through moments like this. This is really cool. I love this. Yeah. See, some of them are music students and they're having fun. I know. Oh, she's 13 years old. Okay, she's still a baby. Very, very cute. I like that. Oh, I lost my train of thought. But unlike the other students, with the thing, they love music. They're obviously probably really good at it. But it's her and that drive and that intensity that really is just sets her apart from everybody else. You know? Honestly, we're reaching the end of the episode. I think next episode's the performance, but I'm very excited for it, actually. I love these performances. I'm excited to hear her play. And I love that moment of him kind of... Ooh. Oh, look at her hair. It's very straight and stringy and washed out. Ooh. That was weird. But I love moments like that where it's through meeting Kaori and kind of stretching out and meeting other people through meeting her that he's been able to like meet up with other people and other individuals, and his interacting with her has led to this opportunity of him becoming a teacher to this young girl, and it's so good for him, and that's why she's made him, I forget her name, the woman, she's made him go out and teach, because it's good for him to get out of his head, to grow. If he, instead of, it allows him to grow, get out of his own head, focus on somebody else. And as an introvert, it's difficult sometimes to do things for yourself, to think that, oh, maybe I should stop doing this, or maybe I should start doing this. You have to have people point out to you sometimes. But sometimes the best kind of growing is when you are teaching. It doesn't make him necessarily a better piano player, maybe a better communicator for sure. But it does make him better at... it helps him to grow as a person. But just a super duper cute episode. Okay, let's talk about it, shall we? Well, I absolutely love that episode. It was very sweet. It was very introspective. Really kind of like dealing with the aftermath of kind of what happened last episode. That very serious, kind of insane moment where Kaori kind of lost herself a little bit and asked a very horrible question. And because she's reached this point where, if who she is a musician, if she can't play anymore, she's kind of lost her identity to a bit for her. But there's also the much more serious aspect is that she knows that she's probably not going to, her not being able to play anymore is just the beginning. Something more serious is coming along, for sure. But I do love, and I talked about this in the intro, I was hoping to see more of a bit of a watery moment, and I really like it. I like the moments when he's like that. Because sometimes he is what he kind of said, where he's just like, boy, just chill. Stop trying to be down one, and like, calm down. And there are moments, and I think he kind of shines the best when he's with Kosei being a friend. We really get to enjoy who Watery is kind of at the center of him. And I like who Watery is, actually. But I know part of him is also kind of the lech, but I don't like that part. But I'm seeing the basis of who he is, kind of the central aspects of it. The idea is he's kind of in that early middle school, high school, 14-year-old, early high school, middle school kind of girl crazy phase. Even girls go through as well. And so it's one, he'll grow out of it, and that maturity that's, I think, maybe even perhaps he's more insecure in showing, because he only shows that side truly, at least so far we've seen truly to Kosei. We've seen a little bit with Tsubaki, but I think there's a thing where, and a comfortability where there's a certain level of vulnerability that boys can be with other guys. That doesn't demean them, doesn't demasculate them. It's kind of this guy to guy kind of, you're relaxed a bit more. So girls experience the same thing. That's why a lot of times it's very weird when a girl has a best friend, or vice versa, a guy has a best friend who's the opposite sex. Because it's kind of like, well, eventually it's not going to really work anymore. Well, sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. But there's this comfortability between the sexes, within your own sex. And we see that with Watery and Kosei. And I love moments like that. I love moments like that in My Hero Academia, when you get to see just the boys together and just them kind of enjoying that male camaraderie. That's very sweet and very cute, and I love it. I love it a lot. I love seeing it on screen. I don't always get to see that very often. I do enjoy it. It's very cute. But now we have to deal with our young girl, her performance. And a lot of the performances are very funny and kind of goofy, or at least they're meant as comic relief. But hers is going to be very serious. And he's just like, oh, heck, this might stick out a little bit. And she will stick out with Sore Thumb. And I think that was her ultimate goal. So that way she could, because she wants to really shine. And it kind of, I don't know if I quite finished my thought, but I'll kind of reiterate again. Where all the students there, it's a music school, so all the students are musicians in some regard. And maybe they're really good at it, maybe they really love it, maybe they'll continue it when they go to high school, maybe not. For her, just like with Kaori, just like with her brother, with the brunette girl, with Kosei, they are musicians. It's this or nothing else. It's sort of, this is me lived out. And I don't know too many pianists. I just know a couple of violinists because of Two-Set. But it's that drive that makes someone a world-class musician. The drive to practice, the kind of putting their heart and soul and over again, trying to get it right and play with this and the dynamics and kind of basically play the song until you hate it and then until you love it again kind of thing. Where it's just so central to them. And some people have that drive. It just isn't for music. Maybe they have a drive, that kind of drive, but it's for another field, whether it's the arts or not. But it's that drive that really pushes someone to be a master of their art, not just a jack of all trades. So, great episode, really solid. I cannot wait to hear her performance. I'm very excited for her. Ooh, excuse me. Thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends. Hiccups, man. Share with your enemies, and I will see you next time.